This Pitch Breakfast video is brought to you by Spangler and Agins, attorneys for Charlotte's startup community.
Good morning, everyone. I am Devin Green, co-founder of Herbly. We are a subscription service for freshly harvested culinary herbs like basil, rosemary, and thyme. And we deliver our herbs monthly to our customers. So why in the world would anyone want a subscription box for freshly harvested culinary herbs? Well, it turns out supermarkets only provide consumers with 3 to 4 fresh herb varieties. And these herbs really aren't even fresh. They come generally from overseas or they go through long domestic distribution channels. By the time these herbs arrive on the shelf, they're already starting to wilt and turn yellow. And this is where we step in. We provide our customers with over 30 fresh herb varieties, both common and exotic. Exotic being things like French tarragon, pineapple sage, and even the natural sweetener stevia. Now with all these new herb choices, we want to make sure our customers can easily cook with them. That's why we provide herb info cards and recipes. Our herb info cards give background information on the herb, foods that they pair commonly well with, and even storage and longevity information. This way, our customers can keep their herbs fresher for longer. We also harvest our herbs from small-scale farms within 24 hours of shipping them to our customers. This eliminates the long distribution channel and makes sure our customers get the freshest quality herbs available. So how does it work? So we are a subscription platform. Our customers can sign up directly on our e-commerce subscription website. Once they sign up, they immediately get access to their Herbly dashboard. From here, they can manage their subscription, and they also have the option to choose their own herbs. Now, currently around 30% of our customers choose to pick their own herbs. The rest, they really enjoy getting a surprise. That means our team will curate fresh herbs and recipes for them, and they can try adding new flavors to their meals. So we have our own in-house farm. We grow the herbs ourselves, and also since demand has been high recently, we've partnered with a few farms here in Charlotte to keep up. We ship our herbs in pharmaceutical-grade thermal mailers, and we add an ice pack to keep everything nice and fresh. They're shipped via USPS first-class mail, and that takes around 1 to 2 days for delivery. So what is the opportunity here? The combined fresh herb and spice industry was valued at $1.2 billion in 2016. We're going into the fresh herb sector just because we feel like there's a lack of competition there. We're going to take a strong foothold there and then expand into the more competitive spice vertical. And one thing we really like, online grocery sales are projected to reach $18 billion by 2020. This shows us that the time is right. Customers are rapidly adopting the idea of having fresh ingredients being delivered to their doorstep, and we want to take advantage of this now. So what does our competitive analysis look like? Well, currently, our customers use supermarkets as their primary fresh herb solution. We know that supermarkets only provide around 3 to 4 fresh herb varieties. So if supermarkets aren't great, what else can they turn to? They also go to farmers markets, which is also an excellent solution. But farmers markets are seasonal. They're only open part of the year, and the hours are limited. They have a little bit more selection than grocery stores, but still nothing in comparison to 30 herb varieties. Of course, we cut out the middleman. The herbs are grown ourselves, and we ship them directly to our customers within 1 day of harvesting. So what does our business model look like? We're a subscription service. Our month-to-month subscription is $15.95 monthly. We also have a biannual prepay, which is $14.95 per month. So our average lifetime value is $136, and we're able to acquire these customers for only $15. This is a flat, consistent customer acquisition cost through our affiliate networks. The churn on these customers is currently 11%, and we plan on being able to lower this even further once our product is fully optimized. We have 750 customers right now with a 61% margin. So we're currently looking to raise a $375K seed round. This round will be used to continue scaling customer acquisition. We believe we'll be able to reach 10K subscribers once this is done. We're currently gaining around 40 per day. We'll also use the money to develop more infrastructure so we can grow the herbs ourselves rather than having to outsource that to other local farmers. And we'll still always, of course, partner with the local farmers that can provide us some of the more exotic things that we can. We'll continue developing our e-commerce website and hire contract labor to help with fulfillment. Thank you for your time. Happy to answer any questions.
much do your herbs cost?
Yeah, so our subscription is $15.95 monthly. That comes out to around $5 per herb container. We send a very large container as well.
So if I pay $15 a month, that includes the herbs?
Yes, you get
Oh,
3
okay.
fresh herbs per month, and it'll also come with 3 herb info cards to teach you how to cook with the herbs and recipes.
So what's your story and how'd you get into this, man? What's
Yeah,
going
so
on?
I'm a biology major at UNC Charlotte, so plants and medicine have always been something I'm really passionate about. In high school, I worked on a small U.S. farm. I enjoyed growing herbs there, and they had great sales during farmer market seasons. But after the farmer markets closed, customers don't have access to this, and I want to bring it year-round to everyone.
How long did it take you to get 750 customers?
Yeah, so we launched our Kickstarter campaign in November 2016. We had around 7K in sales then, and then just recently we've been, in May we gained 300 customers. So we've really been scaling quickly, and in June we've already gained another 300. So almost all of our customers have gained from the last 60 days.
So $15 to acquire a customer, is that what you said?
Yes, that's correct.
And that's actually to acquire a subscriber?
Yes, that is to acquire a subscriber. It's a one-time fee, and it's consistent flat rate. We've partnered with a New York advertising agency. It's a CPA network, so we pay $15 per sale that we generate.
The CPA network?
Yes, so cost per action, sorry.
Oh, okay.
So how much are you spending per month right now on customer acquisition?
Yeah, so our burn rate right now is around $3,500 per month. We have an investor that covers all the marketing costs for us. Last month was around $6K, and this month's around $4K. It's just 50, we can really control the amount that we spend. It just depends on how many customers we want to acquire and can handle.
So we just got to jump on this. So you spent $3,500 and you got 200 and something customers, right?
Yes.
So why are you not spending like freaking crazy?
Yeah, well,
Why are
right
you
now
not
we plan on growing all of our herbs in-house until this started booming with a CPA network that we partnered with. So we can't actually fulfill or grow enough in-house right now with our current infrastructure. So we partnered with a few local farms, and it's just getting those connections with local farmers to supply us enough herbs until we can actually develop our own in-house infrastructure.
Are you planning to serve the globe, so to speak? Is that your, or are you just staying really local?
The globe is challenging right now, but we serve all of the U.S. The only
All the
reason
US?
other countries is challenging is you have to go through customs, and we don't want our herbs getting caught up in customs. We want them to be extremely fresh for our customers.
So each month you're sending out 750 boxes right now, right?
Yes, so last month, in fact, was 400, and then this month so far, we're already at 750.
And then how are you fulfilling that stuff?
Yeah, so fulfillment was a challenge last month, and we're planning on solving that by either having contract labor in-house or outsourcing it. Last month, we harvested on our small-scale farm around 80 miles away from here, packaged outside, brought them back here to Charlotte, shipped them all out.
Yeah, I mean, especially, it's around fulfillment that I would have my biggest questions, which is there's a reason why grocery stores and things like that have the problems that you see, because they have large distribution, and that becomes a real problem to have like on-time, super fresh stuff. So I would love to see exactly how in the world are you going to scale, because if it's, hey, I've got some plants and I sell them to people at a small scale, that works. If you have 350,000 customers, how does that really work? Like, that's a lot for herbs, and that's like a commercial production of that starts to get the same challenges that the other commercial producers have.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like we're highly scalable. We're going to batch our shipments, so it would be weekly shipments, and we'd be outsourcing this to fulfillment centers that have the capacity to actually package these full-time for us and get out at least 30K shipments per week, and that would just be one small fulfillment center if we don't do it all in-house.
Do you have the numbers associated with how much cost that's going to have?
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, you see that all the time, right? Somebody makes great cookies, and then they want to go commercial, but commercial batch and all of that is a hell of a cost if you don't really understand it.
Right, we factored fulfillment into our margin. It's going to be around $2.50 per container at our current per shipment at our current scale. So as we scale, that cost will always decrease.
And you think there's a really sizable market of folks that need fresh herbs?
Definitely.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. And also, I'm a college student. I love cooking with them. I wouldn't initially consider myself as a frequent buyer, but once I started using them, you can add flavors to your meals that normally are just there from butter and pepper. It's a nice way to add unique flavors.
So help me understand this. So if I wrote you a $100,000 check, you can get to $100,000 a month.
Yes, definitely. So the investment is going to be used to scale customer acquisition.
I mean,
He's over there doing the math.
There's something else there.
it just sounds too easy. So if
Yeah.
it sounds too easy, you need to put some stuff in your slides and just make this super obvious to an investor. Be like,
Why would you raise equity if that was the case? Why wouldn't you just raise venture debt or
go get your friends? Be like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm
Yeah.
onto something here. We're gonna be rich.
I mean,
Just
get debt and not give up equity.
Yeah, we've tried going to a bank and actually raising money, but as a new startup.
I didn't say bank. It's a debt. It's different. A bank will never do it, but there's venture debt and there's all kinds of folks that would have a convertible debt or something like that.
We'd be fine with raising a convertible note. We're looking to get capital infusion so we can actually grow and build this in-house infrastructure. Right now, it's been bootstrapped out of my pocket, so I'm limited in what I can do personally here until we get funding in.
Well, what I like about it is like a lot of times these like whether it's software as a service or subscription businesses like this, it's like the niches are where it's at the moment because the big plays have been done, and so you're obviously onto something that seems to be working. I don't know if it's an anomaly with the customer acquisition cost. It'd be interesting to see like what happens if you try to scale that model. Does the cost increase? But right now it seems to be working, and if you can like step on the gas and show that you've got this curve, you'd have a lot of investors interested.
We're gaining consistently around 40 subscribers per day right now at the $15 flat rate.
I mean, that's freaking crazy.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would really want it. It's such a good thing that I would really want in your presentation you to dissect exactly how that works. Because it sounds not credible to me. I would really want to understand that it's real.
Definitely. We're all
And you see
happy.
these like, and what's cool about it is you see like where the product market fit really lines up, and that's what's happening here. So you'll see like a company that has like 50 leads per day inbound on a SaaS product. You're like, what? And so you've got this kind of like what scenario, and if you can dissect that, how it's working, why it's working, these are the numbers, this is what it takes, I can get to 100 grand a month on this kind of investment, I think you'd have no problem raising money. Yeah.
Thank you.
What's your valuation on this stuff?
Yeah, we're thinking a $1.5 million valuation.
Yeah, way too low. Come on, man. It's like, this is
I mean, you
ridiculous.
could get that by like 2 p.m. I mean, it's
Exactly.
If your numbers are right. I mean,
Rich and I will do your deal.
Well, I think you hit a pain point because I buy fresh herbs all the time. I try to grow them in Charlotte. It's sort of a joke. Some of them last, some of them don't. I mean, I intentionally grow herbs because they're so hard to get in grocery stores. And I think with Aldi coming in and the other French one, they're going to blow doors here. These two, the German and the French grocery stores, they won't have this. So I don't know if any of y'all cook, but I think you hit an incredible pain point for most people.
So what's the risk? What's the downside? I mean, there's got to be some kind of challenge, right?
I
Yeah.
think it's getting, it's
Is it
scaling.
growing the herbs and sourcing?
I think it's scaling.
So I really think scaling, and what you were mentioning previously, fulfillment. Right now it was in-house. We really need to make sure we can lock down the fulfillment centers that can do this for us so we can actually be on a large scale. It's something we can handle right now in-house, but as you said, scale, we really want to make sure we have those partnerships locked down, and we're looking for a partner that can really help us and has been in this situation before.
So you
Yeah.
growing the stuff yourself right now?
Yeah, so initially we've grown it all ourselves. I grew it personally, studied biology, but since the demand has been high over the last 60 days, we've had a partner with a hydroponic farm here in Charlotte, and we've got another one in Virginia that we work with.
I'm going to be a subscriber.
It's pretty sweet.
So one more real quick question. What is the time lag from investment to you actually producing the income that you said? So if you get 100 grand, you said you can create 100,000 a month, but what's the time lag there?
Yeah, we're looking to add around 1,500 new subscribers per month as soon as the investment comes in. We're going to stay at that steady rate initially just because we can develop that in-house infrastructure. We don't want to blow it out of the water in the first month or two and just not have the infrastructure actually meet up with the demand. So it just depends on how. I think we can scale as quickly as we can grow the herbs, and the herbs grow within like a 45-day.
So, but if you got 100 grand, how long until you're at 100 grand a month? I don't want to do the math.
I would project like.
Anyway, it'd be
5
interesting to
months,
see a model like
Yeah.
how fast can you scale
Exactly.
production? Is the domain name herbly.com available?
Herbly.com is taken, but I talked with a person who's going to cost around $750.
Buy that right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
The only reason we picked US is because we really pride ourselves in selling US products, so we felt like that aligned with our brand at
You
.com.
can own that too.
Yes. Okay.
Let's get a question from the audience. Do we have one? Barriers to entry, what stops someone else from coming in and basically cutting your margins?
Yeah, so question, barriers to entry, what can cut margins? I feel like setting up the in-house infrastructure is incredibly difficult, especially from someone that's not from a biology background or a commercial herb production. Also, they have to overcome the hurdles of actually shipping these fresh herbs and having the infrastructure to do fulfillment. So from personally executing this, I've seen the challenge that we overcome, and I feel like it would be definitely something that just someone new to the space couldn't enter into.
Need to get on all the cooking shows.